Hey everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. You might be wondering what is going on in the real estate market. We are in the height of summer. This is usually when we have a lot of property on the market and things are competitive, and maybe you're still debating if you should be selling your home. Are there buyers out there? What is happening? Well, stay tuned. I've got a bunch of info and very key stats for you to help you with this decision. Hey everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles realtor. So today I'm going to go over the Los Angeles housing report for the month of July. This is now August, and we always review the 30 days prior because this gives us insight as to what is happening in our local market. Now, one of the things you might have noticed if you are in the market buying and have been talking to lenders is interest rates are definitely in the sixes. They've been averaging around 6 to 6.5%. They're ticking up a little bit, and pending where your credit score is at, you might even be getting quotes right now for 7%. So it's something to be aware of. The higher your credit score, the better your interest rate. But what we really want to do is to dive into actual numbers. And I track 5 important numbers of the market over 6 parts of Los Angeles, both in the LA Basin and San Fernando Valley, to help you understand what's going on here in the local Los Angeles market. Everyone who owns a home and is thinking about selling, maybe you're not sure if right now is the correct time. I actually have a program that I use to send a monthly wealth update to all of my past clients, and it's something that you can receive for free at absolutely no obligation. Simply click on the wealth update link below. That way you can track how much wealth you're building in your home every month and really start to process, do we have enough to step up to the next home? Is maybe now time to buy? Should we pull some money out, put it in another investment, whether that's a home, a life insurance policy, or something else that's going to help us achieve our goals to financial freedom? Just click on that link below. Again, the wealth update. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about the number of homes on the market here in Los Angeles. Again, picking 5 different areas as well as the market in general. So collectively, over all of Los Angeles, according to our MLS data, there is a total of 39,648 homes on the market for this month. Now, when you compare that to the month prior, there were 38,063 homes on the market. So we've had a little bit of an uptick in inventory, but we still have limited inventory. And as someone who is out there constantly, who's writing offers with buyers, who is doing open houses, I can tell you that homes that are in move-in ready condition, great locations, good properties are still receiving multiple offers. I had a client, we wrote on a very interesting and unique condo that actually was more like a home. And this one had 15 offers, and the final price, of course, we don't know 100%, but the final price was well over $130,000 over ask. So we're still seeing that a lot. At another client, we were putting in a backup offer for a property in Westlake Village. They already received not just their first offer the day they went on market, got accepted, but they received multiple backup offers, to which were even higher than ours. And again, we were well over $100,000 over ask. So while we are not in that market where people are going up 300,000 to 600,000 over ask, that 100,000 mark is not winning against competition these days. So it's something to know. But moving on to the amount of inventory, when we're talking about the cities that I highlighted, Toluca Lake had 22 homes on the market. Studio City, 113 homes on the market. Sherman Oaks, 140 homes on the market, followed by Encino with 165. And if you've been watching these videos, you know it kind of goes, Studio City has a certain number, and then Sherman Oaks picks up a little bit higher, followed by Encino, which bumps up the highest. But then as we transition over to the other side of Los Angeles, starting with Santa Monica, we're at 97, Brentwood, 111, and followed by Beverly Hills with 89. So that's kind of following the trend. As we go into the average days it takes to sell or to enter into an escrow, meaning there's been an accepted offer in Toluca Lake, that number went down to 5 days, which is huge because Toluca Lake, it usually was over a month. It just suddenly jumped down to 5 days. So that's pretty big. Studio City went to 43 days, Sherman Oaks 28 days, Encino 39, followed by Santa Monica at 35. Brentwood 40 and Beverly Hills 42. Again, Brentwood and Beverly Hills always tends to take a little bit longer. You're talking higher priced homes. People, they just take longer to make those decisions. That's not unusual. Let's talk about the amount of property that is in agreement at this time, which speaks to the demand. So in Toluca Lake, there are 7 homes in escrow in agreement. In Studio City, that is 28, followed by Sherman Oaks at 50. Encino 37, that was kind of interesting considering how much inventory there is in Encino. Santa Monica 29, Brentwood 20, and then in Beverly Hills, it dropped down to 12. Pretty interesting things, but that's not all. We're going to talk about the numbers comparing year to year and then price reductions. Okay, so when we're looking at the total inventory overall, right now, last year for the month of July, there were 51,506 homes on the market. Okay. Well, this year for the month of July, there was 39,648 homes on the market. That's a pretty significant drop, right? That's 11,000 homes. That's really speaking to the fact that we have limited inventory. We are still in a buyer's market, and that's down about 23%. Going over to Toluca Lake, in July of last year, there were 24 homes on the market. In July of this year, 22. It is a slight down, about 8%, but not huge. Studio City, last year in July, there was 132 homes on the market. This year, 113. For Sherman Oaks, last year in July, there was 169 homes on the market. This year, 140. Encino in 2022 of July, there was 185 homes on the market. This July, there was 165. Again, that's a downtick, about not quite 11%. In Santa Monica, last year in July, there was 83 homes on the market, but this July there was 97. So that actually went up about not quite 17%, 16.87%. So that was interesting because the rest you have seen as a downtick. Brentwood was in July of last year, 84 homes on the market. In July of this year, 111. Same thing, more inventory for Brentwood, up about 32%. But then going over to Beverly Hills, last July, 116 homes on the market. This July, 89, down 23%. So it's kind of interesting. For the most part, inventory is down, but there are a couple of pockets where there's been a peak or an increase, if you will, of homes that have come to market. Now, the last thing that we go over, which really helps understand what direction our market is going in, has to do with the price reductions. So in Toluca Lake for the month of July, there were only 5 price reductions, which is actually a little bit of a tick up. In Studio City, there were 17, definitely a tick up, followed by Sherman Oaks with 25 price reductions. Encino had 21 price reductions, Santa Monica 13, followed by Brentwood with 13 as well. That was kind of interesting. And Beverly Hills was 7. So while these price reductions are up a little bit, they're not a big number when you compare that to the total volume of property on the market. So we're still in a good place. We still have interest rates that are higher than what they have been for years. But if you need to buy, I can't encourage this enough. You're better off getting in now at the little bit of a higher interest rate and less competition driving the price up. Not nearly as high. Again, prices are being driven up. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Prices are being driven up in highly desirable areas, very move-in ready homes that you don't have to do anything to. But they're being driven up 100 to 200,000 versus that 300 to 600,000. So the reason that's important is because when interest rates do tick down, and they will at some point. We don't know when. No one has a crystal ball. But when they do, you can refinance and you will save money on your monthly payments. Or if you work with me and like to follow my strategy of paying into your mortgage a little bit more to pay it off quicker, you can take that excess and pay down on your property more, ultimately paying off your property quicker and then utilizing that for cash flow as part of your portfolio into retirement. But that's something we can talk about another time. Hopefully all of this information has been helpful to you guys just to really understand where we're at in the market. And this is really core. This is like the middle of the summer for the month of July. We are in the month of August right now, so it'll be interesting next month to see what's going on and how August has fared. I'll see you guys next week with another video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button below and that bell for updates, and I will see you again.